screw being normal. This should push you beyond your comfort zone. We have to move forward and do the uncomfortable until you own that space and it no longer scares you. Pay close attention because most men and women have missed out or will on the chance to be in the top 1%. And if you don't make it through any other video of mine, make this your priority. Do you like the idea of working a job for 40 years to possibly retire and keep up with inflation? What about the freedom, the life you want to provide your family? Or can you think of the life you will forfeit by not being in the top? I'll help you get started just in case. And this in no way makes you better than anyone else. But this is so you don't have an average, hating, Monday through Friday, can't dictate when you would like to work or take vacation kind of life. Don't do what society tells you to do. If anything, do the opposite. Play it safe. You're gonna get hurt. Get a safe job. Save all your money. I can hear my mom now. And you'll retire in your golden years. Whatever that is. So the idea is for you to live your best youthful years chained down only to have a few years to enjoy whatever you have left. And to that I say, screw being normal. Why in the world would you want to be average if that is your reality? If you want to change your outcome in this world, you have to read books. I know you may not be a reader, and I was once not a reader either. All that changed when a gentleman I met said reading books made him rich. At the time, I was annoyed to hear this, to be honest. It was almost as if he wouldn't just give me the secret that got him his millions. And then I picked up the books, one book after the other, and what I noticed was that I saw incremental change. That change was not overnight, but something was different. I liken it to having a bird's eye view on myself. I could compare what I was reading, how the men or women governed themselves in the books. And just food for thought for my college grads out there. You have not arrived just because you have a degree or landed a high-paying job. Trust me, I've done that, and it only led me to asking myself, why haven't I created something for myself? But in order to upgrade your life, you have to upgrade yourself first. I highly recommend reading about rich people. I suggest reading Think and Grow Rich. It is a long read, and I had to read it twice for some of the lessons and stories to click. Another book that I love is Happy Money. And one of my new favorites is The Millionaire Fastlane. And this book will challenge everything you've been told your entire life. You must bring value to the world. And please understand that at the end of the day, everyone is trying to get ahead and survive. No one is sitting around going, hey, you, bring us some value, we'll make you rich. No corporation is saying, work harder and you can name your price. But that's just it. The 1%, bring it. It doesn't matter if you're an employee or an entrepreneur, try to add value in everything you do. The world rewards problem solvers, time savers, and even just providing joy and happiness to the masses. Identify problems and provide innovative solutions, and you increase your chances of success. And while you're at it, don't stop there, get good at talking. And I know that public speaking is one of the biggest fears people have. Do it anyway. Who cares? I sure don't. We have to move forward and do the uncomfortable until you own that space and it no longer scares you. When you get good at talking, whether that be in front of large crowds or even small groups, you can stand out and separate yourself from the pack. Don't sleep on this just because this may be something you've heard before. Good communication is a game changer, even especially in dating. Like, it will make or break what you are trying to build with your partner. Communication is crucial in all facets of life. So stand in the mirror and practice if you have to, but learn to confidently express your ideas clearly and persuasively. And if that didn't get your attention, then you need to think about owning something. The wealthiest people in the world are almost solely entrepreneurs. They've literally taken the biggest leaps of faith to build great and giant companies. They've planned, failed, and yes, more than likely, this happened more than once. And yet they persevered. Guys are not just out here driving the sports cars, living in an oversized house without oversized risk. resulting in oversized wealth. And we've heard of all the investing in stocks, bonds, etc., 401ks, and those are all great assets that attribute to wealth building. But these investments are not likely going to thrust you to the top 1%, especially in your youth. The reality is that entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but entrepreneurship can allow you to do things on your own terms and spend your hard-earned money on the things that matter to you. Forget about your broke friends or your old boss that said, "Hey man, feel safe at a job," that can lay you off if they just have the itch to. Earning a high income on your terms and achieving wealth is not out of reach. You remember when people would say the chances of winning the lottery or becoming a professional athlete is 1 in a billion? Well, just like the kids who go to their little sports camps with very little chance of making it to the pros, your odds are way better. If you pursue entrepreneurship with this seriousness, joy, and excitement of those who think they're going pro, you have a realistic shot at this goal. No joke. And here's some hard facts just in case you think I'm playing this idea up. No, entrepreneurship is not some space camp trip. Sorry. It's a tough road that demands everything of you: determination, sleepless nights, willpower, tolerance for failure, and sometimes judgment from others. It can demand 16 to 20 hours a day, and for some, even managing multiple jobs at a time. And the truth is that small businesses routinely fail. And with that, I challenge you to do a deep dive and get off the grid. Give yourself 6 months of focus. And I have done this. I recently did this with my girlfriend and asked myself hard questions in the deep dive. Some of them were like, why do I do the work that I do? Why do I spend the money the way I do? What motivates me? Who do I really like out of my acquaintances, friends, coworkers, and family members? Because let's be honest here, guys. We wouldn't hang around certain people if we weren't obligated to. This time allows you to recalibrate and focus on what you can bring into the world. You know, I also have to just mention the ones that became millionaires working a 9 to 5, they are either in their 60s or 80s. And one barely vacation and the others have not really lived life on their terms. And that brings me to my last point. Your wolf pack will find you. As you can imagine, the top 1% don't do anything alone. There's typically a business or romantic partner that they build something with. But this doesn't mean that you should go around searching for this group. And yes, it can be healthy and even beneficial. However, understand that there is something very beneficial of building that grit, that wolf within yourself first. When you are on your own, those who are supposed to be a part of your system will stick around and be there, but they will sniff you out. And you will know because they won't think or act or entertain average behavior. When with my friends, one of us could say, "Hey, I gotta go to bed." It could be 8 o'clock at night, which a lot of people would consider, okay, that's early. But for us, and for that wolf pack, the priority of time management and not being thrown off schedule is a non-negotiable. Eventually, you'll find yourself in a mastermind of your creation or someone else's, but work on you first. Then get connected to that network, that coach, that advisor will be there to assist you along the journey when it's your time. To the basic, penniless, and undisciplined version of the man or woman you are, the wolf pack is scary. Good. We like that. It should scare you a little bit. This should push you beyond your comfort zone. And when on the hunt towards your goals, you'll hit them because you'll be sure to be specific enough so you know when you've achieved them. You will set high quality goals that are real and most importantly, performance-based. Goals that will change your life forever in a definitive way. By embodying all these steps and the ones that you will learn on your own journey, you will rise above the 99% to the 1. Until next time, stay in the light.